Hello. Welcome to another episode of Unicorn Street No Chaser podcast, where we always give you education, a laugh, and heavy pour. As usual, I have my left and my right hand with me. To my right, Tokyo T. So what do you Tokyo T? Smarty is. And to my left,
Tony Baloney.
and as always, I'm Sovereign by night, Vixen by day. So this is going to be a unique show today. We are going to focus heavily on our mayhem and media. There has been an explosion of things going on in the news, on Facebook, Instagram, and we are just going to focus this episode entirely on pop culture and the topics that are leading the news. So, Tony, did you have something in particular that you wanted to start off with?
No, nothing in particular. How about
You have to lie.
you?
Like that.
Before the show came on, I looked dead in your face and asked you, who did you want to start off?
Beyonce. So, we could do a rundown.
Cheers.
We could do Terry Crews. We got Terry Crews, Elijah McClain. We have Lil Nas X. We have Sukiyana, Beyonce and her blood.
What you see Sukiyana video? No, I didn't. Let's do Sukiyana. You ain't see the video? I didn't see it. Girl. They was just
we watching it tonight.
So,
okay. So for those who are not familiar, let's take it back to Cardi B and her WAP video. You know, that was very notorious.
WAP ain't got shit on there.
She featured several up-and-coming rap artists of the female variety, and in particular, there was one, Sukiyana the Goat. She's infamous on Instagram. She's very much shock value. If you think Cardi is bad, Suki is like 20 times worse. She recently had went viral because she had a video of her giving head to her fiance. And she vomited on his penis and slurped it back up. Okay.
I love Suki. Child, I love Suki. She is like, yeah, child.
I mean, you know, there's people that have that fetish. They have that fetish. Anyway, she has taken it up a notch. She has recently come out with a video for Pussy Everywhere that is almost entirely female. And when I say I'm a little debaucherous, and I feel like I need to go to church and confess my sins and lay it all on the altar. Breasts everywhere.
I watched it twice.
Out. They were scissoring each other. They were fingering themselves.
And everywhere.
Openly masturbating. They were scissoring each other. I mean,
it was a porn.
Tongue and asses. Like, if you ever saw a tip drill, no.
They ain't got nothing on tip drill.
No. It's over. It's over.
No, you must see it.
Exactly. Checking rhymes everywhere, okay? Like, I don't understand. Listen to me. I'm already queer. But if I wasn't,
you'll be queer after
that. After you watch this video, you're going to have to do a self-check and see if you still like that. Because I feel like it's something.
Not their penis in there.
No. There's one man in there that is taking off braziers.
I'm pretty sure he had to be.
He's like a butler. He's a man servant.
I don't know why.
Exactly. If you know, you know. Yeah. She now has the award for the craziest, most insane, close to porn. Like, it's a porn. To me, it's a porn. Because once the tongue is in the ass, once I openly see fingers and vagina.
It was a porn. it was a porn.
You know, the only good thing is nobody could get pregnant.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm excited. I need it for science. I'll show you. I gotta watch it for I don't mind watching it again.
So here's the question, okay? You know, since we live in the age of social media and things going viral, what exactly is too far? Because I was watching it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for womanism because I'm not a feminist. Being a womanist, and if you are free with your sexuality, whatever. The song wasn't that great. The song was not that great. I didn't pay attention to the song at all. Nothing about the lyrics except for pussy everywhere. Yeah. So you want to create a scandalous video to gain some traction on your song, but the song has to have some type of lyrical value to it, and it just had none. So you just made a porn, and that's it.
I mean, porn so. It's my be putting songs out all the time. People watch it, and she will get a lot of money.
Hey y'all, hey Beyonce.
But not like she gonna get. I had friend property. No, but she's gonna get a lot of traction from it. So it was actually probably a really good move for her. Actually, because she's already a sexual person. Like I was about to say, it's a lot of people out there got pointless ass songs. She ain't the first person able to pointless ass song. You know. I mean, is the chorus of a hit like
no?
I don't know why.
In my opinion, no. No. I feel like you can make a pointless ass song, but why? Like, if you're supposed to be an artist, then wouldn't you care about the quality? The industry is not about artistry. It's not. It hasn't been about artistry. The industry hasn't been about artistry for a very long time. It hasn't been. So there's so many new artists out there that has great music is not being heard. You know, that's not Sukihana's problem. That's not. She didn't cause it. That was already in the system before she even hit the ground running. They're gonna sell her because she's shock value, and they're gonna push her forward because she's shock. Songs. I feel like as long as the chorus got a good little bop to it, then it's good. But if it don't, I don't know. She gonna get her money from the video. She might. Everybody keep watching it, and that's where the money comes from. So Cardi had WAP. Yeah. And there was shock value. Yeah. However, it also was a bop, and it was some artistry to the actual video. That's to me, that's doing it right. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how I felt about the video. I mean, did I enjoy looking at it? Yes, but it's from looking at it from like, okay, her making a mark on the industry, and is that what you think she I don't do?
Right, is that what you got from the thing? I did not get that. I did not doing shit. I did not get her trying to make a mark on the industry. Right, y'all do what I want. That's what I got to remember. You gotta follow her on social media to like.
I mean, I know what she does, but I'm saying
you know what she does. It's not relevant. That doesn't mean anything. Make me remember you. That's it. That's all.
But you don't want to sell records.
No, I mean downloads and watch. You can get money from YouTube. As long as I watch people just worried about making the dollars. Right around her name. Yeah. That's all you need is followers. She ain't give a fuck what's going on in that song. She just know people's gonna talk about eating pussy on her video. That's what we doing.
Beyonce, who do you agree with? Which one of us? I need a little clarification.
I can't see the comment.
So let's segue in from Sukihana, since we're talking about shock value and being in the industry and music and doing it well. Lil Nas X, he is in social media news again. Like, I feel like he's a troll. He's a troll. He is. Oh, he's trolling the troll. Yeah.
Hilarious. I didn't get it at first. I didn't know what the thing was about. Troll. But expert, love it. He's an Aries. It's what they do. So I get it. Y'all want to talk shit to me? I'm about to make y'all all mad. I love it. And that's all he's doing. He wouldn't did none of this shit if people didn't hate him so much. I really don't think so. I think he would just be
Yes, and that's what's so funny about it, because people having discussions about it. They're going deep into it. There's agenda
and talk shit about it.
Let me tell y'all
the memes was fucking hilarious.
Little Nas X agenda is. It's to piss everybody off.
Yes.
It's to piss everybody off. It has nothing to do with his sexuality. It has nothing to do with his music. He just getting. He knows that he's getting under y'all skin, and he's enjoying it, sitting back lit. Okay. Because y'all acting like fucking fools. Y'all really are. Y'all showing your homophobia. Y'all showing your transphobia. Y'all showing your bigotry, and he's just digging deeper into it just to piss y'all off.
And you're helping them sell records. And prime example of how the outrage, the fake outrage, is purely connected to his sexuality is, someone brought up, I saw Bill Cosby did a whole fucking episode where all the men were pregnant and giving birth. The roles were completely reversed, and everybody loved that episode. Do you remember that from the Cosby Show when Bill Cosby and them were pregnant, gave birth to like a submarine, and somebody else gave birth to like a Navy ship? It's like a classic episode, and nobody batted an eye. It didn't offend anyone. No one was upset. Everybody got a laugh out of it. Exactly. So because Lil Nas X is gay, all this fake outrage, only women can do that, and he's making fun of women, and this is going too far. And I'm just like, don't you have something better to do with your
like
show?
I'm telling y'all,
he put the post up like, I gotta get off the line because it's upsetting. Yeah. I was cranking up like, yes.
He put the comments right here.
Love it. Oh, thank you, darling.
Yes, because listen, he probably stopped if y'all just stopped.
Right. If no one gave a fuck, he would just make music in regular video.
He really would.
He's doing the most because y'all are so mad. Like,
I'm mad. Beyonce, I have not heard anybody in the LGBTQ community necessarily comment either way. I don't think they care. I don't fucking think they care. Like, they're like, oh look, Nas is trolling their asses again.
Right. We're aware of what he's doing. I don't know why the haters are not.
It's an art form. He has taken it, to his peak. And I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy it. Whenever I see him do something, I know that someone is somewhere punching the air.
Boosie.
Boosie is like
up 6 in the morning, like, oh, the memes. Oh my God, the memes about Boosie.
And they kills me. Like, y'all spend so much time. People spend so much time talking about Lil Nas X. Boosie literally admitted buying a fucking prostitute for his son to get raped. A prostitute for his son. Mm-hmm. Like that right there, a blatant admission.
So that's okay.
He's admitting he's a predator. Meanwhile, y'all still speculating whether Lil Nas X is or not. He's admitting that he is a blatant predator, and y'all still wondering is Lil Nas X and his agenda.
Boosie is somewhere jerking off to the
he loves that.
Child. He probably wish he got him pregnant, child. Right?
100%.
Yeah, but he got him pregnant. Shit.
Definitely, I don't disagree with that at all.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Oh yeah, he is, girl."
All right, so
I'll start this next topic.
Well, go ahead, darling. Go ahead.
Shit. So I want to give us some good news. All right, Elijah McClain. Everybody knows he was murdered August 30th. I was about to say 1990, child. Not 1990, girl. No, 2019. Okay. His murderers. I'm going to name their names. Randy, can you put the picture up, Jess? Don't ask me to put them in order, okay? Because they all look the same.
They all literally look like the same.
They all look the same.
Like no, they look like the same.
They do look like the same person. I'm not even trying to be racist.
Brothers?
No, they just
triplets.
I love bases. Randy.
They're vanilla.
The alabaster bases. The alabaster.
I can't even swallow my drink. Okay.
Anyway,
it ain't Jesus' alabaster.
The alabaster.
All right, let me shut up. Go ahead.
Stop being racist. The names are Randy Rodema. I don't care about if I'm pronouncing their names wrong. Randy Rodema, Jason Rosenblatt, Jeremy Cooper, Nathan Woodyard, and Peter Pichunik. Anyway, whatever the fuck his name was, they always want to talk about black people's names. Their names don't make no sense. Pichunik. All charged with manslaughter and criminal negligence. Yes, girl, I can't say it. Homicide. All of them were charged. Stop fucking names.
I can't. You know how, like, I'm sorry. You know how you used to be in school, and then the teacher made up paragraphs to read, and you, the person before you read it, you like, your mama ain't never read me. Bitch, is
that what you saying about me?
I'm so sorry.
I was about to say, them white names was hard.
I'm sorry.
Well, them white names was hard. All right, don't be laughing at me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Them white names was hard as shit. What the fuck is his name? How you say that?
No, I don't know. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I already said it. Oh, I already did. Y'all didn't answer the
Right, okay.
So they was convicted of manslaughter.
Yes, in the murder of Elijah McClain. Stop fucking laughing.
How long they get?
Huh? They've been indicted.
Oh, okay.
The jury indicted them. They haven't been charged yet. That's starting everything off now.
Okay. So I'm happy to see it happen. Like, we had a lot of our people murdered, and his death in particular, it hit me so hard because I do believe, even though it was never confirmed, that he may have been on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And you know, I like really, when I was reading his last words, it really made me think about my daughter, and like even thinking about it right now, it upsets me. You know what I mean? To think about how it all came out.
It even happened. Like, he's explaining himself. Like, the whole thing, that was some shit.
I mean, well, we all know how they operate. We all know that regardless on whether he was on the spectrum or whatever he said, and he was a black man, and the results was going to be results at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Regardless on like if he was a nice black man, because he's not the only nice black man or good black person to die in police care.
I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're a good person or not. You know what I mean? I shouldn't die just because
he's from down here.
No.
He
shouldn't die just because he had to come into police custody. The police should never have been called on him in the first place. You know, he was walking home, and as usual, a white person in their home could not mind their business. They felt like he was, you know, suspect and strange, and he was not even that far away from his house.
And it's all about, like, you know, the power trips that to be on, because, you know, when situations like that, you look at these videos, they don't give these people a chance to talk and a chance to really explain what's going on. Or even if they do, they don't believe them half the time. You know what I mean? Like, what was that girl that we did last time? Tricks.
Oh, okay.
No, the girl who was walking, she was crying, and the cop held it down and everything. So I got it in my notes. Let me say.
Well, all of that to say that it is taking completely way too long for them to be brought to justice, for them to even acknowledge that he should have never been accosted in the first place, and then to have the footage of what he was saying to them, you know, basically begging for his life and begging for an explanation as to why he was being confronted in the first place. It's heartbreaking, and my heart really goes out to their family. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's heartbreaking, and it goes to show you, you know, for the black people that's always like, you know, why don't black lives better than black people? These are the black lives that we fight for. Okay, we're not fighting for Pookie or Jumba, your people who you know are doing criminal activity, and you not saying nothing about it. You know, we not marching for them. We marching for people like Elijah McClain, Breonna Taylor. You know, people who not even people like that. We march for all of them, even if they are fucking criminal. At the end of the day, if you can take Dylan Roof without killing him, you can take him into custody without killing him. You could take a motherfucker with a gun to your head. Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. They don't have no excuse in my book. Not anymore.
Mass murderers.
Mm-hmm. They get bullets at that. Ahmad. Yeah, what was his name? What is it? His whole name.
off the top of my head.
You can't remember, child. And that's a shame because so many people we can't even remember all the names. We can't. And that's terrible. But that's what
got some justice for this.
Yeah, that's not justice.
It's not justice.
That's just a start.
That's not justice at all.
That's the start, and it's not even complete.
So
we might not
get off.
So we'll keep on following the case and see what happens and what more comes to light. You know, I wish I could remember that young lady's name. Somebody put it on social media. The woman that was at the sleepover with all the white women.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
She ended up being hung or some shit.
Yeah, she died there. Yes. Yes, it was very weird, and nobody still has any answers about it. But when you go back to it over the past 2 years, the numbers that we know of, and it's always been this way. It's just that we didn't always have social media, so now it's constantly in our faces. And like I said, we have PTSD from it. Black people have PTSD from it, and particularly it's 2 years on top of everything else, just because visually we've had to see it and we can't escape it. We can't get away from it. Still, we persist. You know, what are saying Beyonce? She was thrown off the second floor. They said she fell through. They said a lot of things. You know, there was some men involved in it. I don't know how they came about, that it came into fruition. The story is very convoluted. So no, we may not ever know what the truth is. And the sad part is, on top of the fact that she's black, she's a woman, and so they definitely are not interested in finding out what actually happened.
Is it even an investigation or no? It's just like, this is what happened.
No, they're not investigating it at all.
Yeah, they.
Well, just like we went from a happy topic to a sad topic, let's bring the mood back up again.
We're going through the motions this episode.
That's fine.
It's fine. That's the way life is. You got ups and you got downs, and you roll with it. What the fuck is wrong with Terry Crews?
What he did?
What do he not do? It's the question. The new thing that he did is that he said he is.
I'm sorry.
He looked like a raisin in the sun. He looked like a raisin in the sun. Okay.
He looks crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably all his self-hate that is, drying his fucking ass up. All his natural shea butter and oils is leaving his fucking body with every dummy ass thing that he says. So now he's in there talking about something. He's all right with not being invited to the cookout. Nobody asked you. You're not invited to the cookout because you don't know how to shut the fuck up. And you consistently make remarks that make us look at you sideways. That make us think that your character in White Chicks is accurate, is based on true events. So I don't understand why you can't just log off. See, goes back to the social media and the roasting and the dragging, right? You're offended because the black community was dragging your ass over your comments. And instead of you sitting down and eating your food, you keep logging on and saying dumb shit. Hey, Chris. I don't know, you're not coming up on my other screen. Yes, exactly. Fucking crying games. So now you want to play victim to circumstances that you created, and y'all know how I feel about that shit, and make it worse by doubling down and saying you're okay with not being invited to the cookout. And then when they dragged your ass for that, wait, then he tried to backpedal and pussy pop and say that's not what he was referring to. Not the black people cookout. That's not what he was talking about.
What cookout was you talking about? It's only one cookout.
Right?
It's one.
It's one. And you're black.
Who other cookout are you going to? We only talk about one fucking cookout, Terry. The cookout. What cookout are you talking to? Talking about?
He's talking about the cookout where it's raisins and the potatoes.
That's a barbecue. Okay, that's a barbecue. BBQ. Oh.
No, a BBQ. Yes, that's a barbecue.
They sell brisket. That's not
potato sauce with raisins.
and baked beans straight out the can. Well, I enjoy. Let's be clear. I enjoy it too.
Once again, I did not say that brisket was nasty. I just said they love some brisket.
It says he should just stay in his lane and continue living his life. Why should he care? But he does. Chris, he does. Very much so. I think people get addicted to social media.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You not think. People do get addicted to social media. You know what I mean? And for whatever reason, he seems to be addicted to...
You want to be on the wrong side.
Negative energy and negative attention. And I don't really understand why. Well, why is his black wife not saying something about these things?
He got black wife. I thought his wife was white.
No, she's light skinned.
You got a black wife.
Yeah, she's black.
She probably be like,
I thought she was white.
I
thought she was white.
No, she's black. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. She just don't put her foot down. Listen to her. Don't have that bullshit. She just walk away and just let.
I guess as long as he's paying the bills, he don't really care much.
Get rolled. The white people paying them for their money.
The celebrities been running amok. Like sometimes I feel like we have a hard time, getting together some subject, but I feel like they've been running amok lately.
This week has been very eventful. Very eventful. Like a lot of stuff going on.
What you saying now, Chris? He's insecure. He wants to be part of a community. He won't really be a part of. So he's being socially awkward. Well, not socially awkward.
Like it's weird because he get like sexually assaulted by a white man. He did. So I'm confused. Why are you so like?
You know what? You know what it is.
Let me be
it's probably that like.
But his career is really based off like being like a token black.
Maybe he just feel like ostracized.
Well, he be in a lot of black movies though. It's not like he be in movies around black people. Like
maybe after all this, he just feel ostracized. So then he just rolling with the ball.
But you know what it probably is? Once he came out with that, it seemed like after that he started. So maybe that's what it is. He's trying to get back into the white space,
or into
because they do give him money. You know what I mean? They give him.
I mean, he's still in Brooklyn. Yeah.
I mean, before that, he was on a couple things that was black. The Ice Cube Friday,
everybody hates black.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe he wants to stay in that white space. So he's just doing dumb shit, thinking that they're gonna.
I feel like he dug himself a little awkward ass hole. I don't know how to get his old black ass.
Just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Like,
see, that's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all don't know when to log the fuck off. Let it go, log off, and go find you some business. It is okay to have a life outside of Facebook and Instagram. But some of you seem to not know that. And I hate it because I have to heavily be on social media. And a lot of times I really don't want to be. I don't want to see I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care nothing about y'all pictures. None of that shit. I really don't. I could care less, but unfortunately,
I care about. You need y'all. So.
Some of y'all.
I appreciate y'all.
Some of y'all.
I like y'all pictures.
What you saying, Chris? That Roller Friday when he was trying to what's that say? Oh, to rape Kent Williams.
Yeah, hilarious. Yeah, dude, that was my movie. I'm a boy, Damon.
Oh,
that was my shit.
Yeah, buck breaking. Yeah.
Like I said, I do think after he came out with that whole sexual assault thing, I think he might have got ostracized by the white community, and so he's trying to get back in by like saying dumb shit.
But you know what? When he came out with it, in his defense, a lot of black people did.
They did. No, they did, because he was a big black man. You should have took. I understand. I kind of understand when I think of it from that point of view. But now it's just like, all right, just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, just shut up now. Be quiet. Don't say nothing else. So then you should be right. Mind your business. Mind your business. I'm sure he was taught to mind grown folks' business. Just mind your business. But it's unfortunate.
And here's somebody else that should have logged off and shut up. Frick that. What he did? I'm gonna need you to. I do know he did, but they don't. I want to remind me of bitch pins right now. Right.
I know what he did, but everybody might not know what he did. So I didn't know what he did. What he did?
So Trick Daddy decided to go on social media and talk about what he likes to do in the bedroom. Namely, get his ass ate. Now listen.
But it is what Trick Daddy is.
Now listen, okay?
You know what it is, though, I think? You know what it is?
Go
I
ahead.
think we believe that his ass looks like his face.
It don't need to.
Don't it? Do it? Do it not?
It don't need to.
You have ripples and dimples in it?
It don't need to.
Listen, he is sick. All right?
Now I am going to say, ooh, Josh, you ain't shit. You not shit to keep putting that man's picture up like that.
I don't feel bad for the shit that people say about Trick Daddy, because you know what? Whether he's sick or not, because he got everything in the world to say about women and their appearances.
He does.
Everything.
He got
Everything. And you looking like dead, okay? Looking like dried up dog shit that been left here for fucking weeks on the pavement.
So, like, are we picturing him having like a bumpy ass with like a string of hair?
I'm picturing him bent over.
But are we king shaming? Because let's be clear.
No, it's just him. It's just him.
I'm shaming anybody for him.
That is fine.
So unattractive people don't deserve to have their ass.
Not him.
I'm glad y'all brought this ass eating topic up. Because I saw a video of the girl said she caught E. coli from eating eggs.
I'm sure she did. It's very. You have to make sure they wash and do a lot of things.
She called E. coli. He was sick.
Why is that such a hard thing that
but what I'm saying is that means the ass was not clean.
Right.
So you could smell that.
It is E. coli. Y'all eating eggs.
So you don't get your ass ate?
No, you don't. I don't want to get E. coli. What are y'all talking about?
No,
What are you talking about?
Listen, you get it.
No, so now they're gonna come up and they're gonna kiss you and share E. coli kiss you.
Bitch, first of all, if I wash, you're not eating my ass if I'm not washing first. You're washing, you're getting up in the crevices. I mean, a lot of people, you do the little enema. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the night you about to have. But make sure you wash it. If you went up in there, you should be washing it regardless. I know, but I don't understand why.
Buddy, I want to y'all come where stimulated from out.
I can't speak for nobody else, but my ass is clean enough to eat, okay?
It sure is.
All right. And if your ass ain't clean enough to eat, you need to have a conversation with yourself about
it. It's a booty hole. It's a booty hole. There's a reason why when you go in a restaurant, they tell employees after you done to wash hands, because it's a fucking booty hole and diseases come out of that booty hole.
I mean, I don't have no disease in my booty
God did not put your tongue in your mouth so you could be sticking it up people's
The only thing in my ass is a good time.
So he gave us a tongue to eat vagina and suck dick, but we can't put a little.
He didn't give you a tongue to suck dick. I like y'all not supposed to be doing it. Y'all not supposed to be doing it.
It gets done.
It gets done. Y'all not supposed to be doing it with your tongue.
Oh well. This ass getting ate.
Oh well.
This ass getting ate.
Okay. When you get caught out, don't be surprised.
I'm gonna fucking lay my ass on the fucking on your table.
I'm gonna get a shot.
I'm gonna lay. No. I'm gonna lay the tablecloth out. I'm gonna lay my naked ass on top of that table. I'm offering that nigga a fork, a knife, a spoon. Look, a straw, and scoop it out of there. Get the fucking work. Get the fucking work, okay? And I will reciprocate.
All right, so look. I love to get my
You love eating ass?
No, I like getting my ass eaten. I have not eaten ass. And I really have no interest in doing such.
Why don't you want to eat ass, tequila?
Because I feel like booty butts in there.
They said you out good.
You out good. The whole world could be eating ass, and I'm still gonna not eat ass. And I'm still not gonna eat ass. I'm still gonna sit here and tell y'all that y'all nasty. Y'all gonna get E. coli and y'all gonna get food poisoning from eating ass.
Devin,
I'm getting my ass eaten. So
listen, chow time.
You hungry?
Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
And when y'all get food poisoning, just know.
This too shall pass.
What did the FDA say?
I don't know.
I don't know the FDA.
Don't you like
the FDA?
They
y'all wait a minute. My ass is FDA approved, okay? I will give you the paperwork.
The FDA did not approve you.
Listen, he asked people, okay, don't listen to Tony Baloney. Yes, it's good. It's good for
Don't listen to me. And when you get E. coli, then you remember.
They ain't asked. Don't be on here. The 8 people that's fucking watching, okay? And the ones that's gonna watch on the replay, y'all eat a little ass, and y'all like to eat ass too. Okay? Like,
and eventually you get E. coli.
So you sit here trying to tell me you get your vagina eaten, and don't nobody could be like,
That's what are you talking about? Like
you go up in there.
No.
Like you put your legs up and just
No,
go.
because I know I'm gonna like kiss afterwards, and I don't want the E. coli kiss after this. So
you just
stay in the vagina. Stay in the vagina.
I just feel like,
You missing out, sis.
yeah. I'm you never ever had a tongue in your butt.
No,
Never?
you stick your tongue in my butt. I'm gonna fart right on your tongue.
Yeah, like I get where you
You
going.
like, I'm gonna.
You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful.
You ever blew into one of them hollow jugs?
Shut the fuck up.
It's gonna be right on your tongue. Yeah, they be like, Tony, I got something for that. I'm like, ooh.
Well, like I said,
I feel like
mine is FDA approved, and that means for debaucherous adults, okay? Right here.
We can do other
This
stuff.
cheap.
I'm fine with other things. I'm fine with
all
other
that other
things.
stuff, but just not a booty.
Booty hole pleasures is not my pleasure.
Not even like a finger in that.
That's different. That's different. If you gotta put that shit in my mouth,
Oh, so it's just
it's the ingestion thing.
Oh,
listen.
Okay, like they looked and then they got kissed you. Like your thing. That's like you don't like this shit.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I
come out.
it gets really like messy.
So if they don't kiss you,
You know what I mean? So I need to know that the fluids that we got going on right now
if they do
is on
it,
the
don't
right
kiss
holes.
If they do it, they don't kiss you. You allow it.
I probably see. You know, I'm willing to try.
Okay, so it's not the act; it's just it getting
It's the
transferred
fluid.
to you.
You know, it gets passionate.
Right.
It gets passionate. You know what I mean? So the fluids be flowing,
me-
exchanges be going. I need to know where these liquids is coming from. You know what I mean? Like,
So
what's
Devin,
this?
wait, let me ask Devin. So Devin, you said you can lick the ass, but they can't put a tongue in it. What's the difference?
So don't put the tongue in the booty hole, but you can
What is a
lick the crack.
Just going up
This little,
Lick the crack. Don't put your tongue in the hole.
yeah,
That's it.
it's just a little insertion, not the whole thing, just the tip. Let me put the tip in.
Like, how do you open the ass? Like, do you like cut the cheeks?
Yes.
Like you gotta get these legs up.
All the things. Whole face. I like whole face in there.
Like, that's
Yes, you gotta.
And then like you gotta like shake your head too. You gotta be like,
Yeah, so yes, exactly. So you cup it. You gotta cup the cheek. You know. Would you like me to demonstrate? I can demonstrate. Come on, Tequila, stand up. Stand up, Tequila.
is
All
this
right.
my beer?
So this is what you do, right? You gotta cup the cheeks. You see that?
You can't
Poke it out. All right. You cup the cheek. Oh, baby, it's soft.
that thing big. That thing.
Yo, like fresh bakery bread, okay? Go give me some butter. Go give me some butter.
That shit big. Y'all ain't even see God. That shit hit me back. It hit me back.
Shut up. I almost forgot she was my friend. God damn.
no, but I do feel like if you want to do it, you gotta shake your head back and forth. You gotta go like this. I feel like it's a whole thing. It's a whole method to it, but you gotta do it. It has to be done. I'm sorry. Somebody has to do it. It has to be done.
I didn't smell no E. coli. I smelled delicious.
You not gonna smell dust? What you talking about? I ain't smell E. coli. I'm pretty sure the bitch who caught it twice ain't smell it.
She said twice she got daredevil. That nigga had shit.
She ate shit out of his ass.
That's what happened. She smelled the warning and she went in
like,
anyway.
I don't give a fuck. It's a booty hole. She come out of the booty hole and I don't want to be looking on it.
I don't wanna. I don't want to live the go, but I definitely have to.
How we start talking about
Her face is horrible. We always end up talking about ass and stuff. I don't know how.
Oh, we was talking about Trick Daddy. we was talking about Trick Daddy.
Oh yeah, we must talk about Trick. Now I'm just saying that no matter what you look like, you are entitled to your king.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm just not him.
They was giving him a look.
I'm just not him.
If Trick Daddy ass is your kink, then I'm shaming you.
I feel like, how do he be like, come on, baby?
I'm like,
how is he like,
who is he convincing?
Well, it's probably when somebody is giving them head and
be like, go back further.
I already described it.
I know, but like,
you make it real wet and you work your way down to the end.
So he don't.
And then next thing you know, it's a warm sensation.
I mean, we know how it's supposed to be. So I understand. I'm not upset that he wants it, but I just would die first before I eat Trick Daddy.
Well, yeah, he on the list with Flavor Flav. Yes. I'm never eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what kind of money they would have to offer me. And then after that, I would have to have so much money that I could get a tongue and teeth transplant. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't reuse this no more. It's over. That's it. The doctor got to be waiting to put, with the tongue on ice, ready to take this shit out and give me a new one after I put, not Flavor Flav, not Trick, which Trick Daddy or Flavor Flav. It's a gun to your head. You got to eat the ass of Trick Daddy or Flavor Flav. Whose ass you eating? She can't play and dying. She like, it's over for me.
I mean, like, how old am I? Have I lived my life?
No, you haven't lived your life. You got a lot of life ahead of you.
It ain't gonna be Trick. It gotta be Flavor.
Okay.
Why Flav?
Flavor. You feel like he's clean? I feel like his hygiene might be better.
I feel like it might look a little bit more better.
He older.
I feel like he might get back there,
but he's older.
I think Trick.
So Curtis, you finna die?
I think Trick missed spot. I think he missed spot. I do. I think he just don't. Sometimes he just like.
But Flav old, like his booty hole can't.
But he got a lot of energy.
No, it's probably he got loose booty hole, loose fouls. So you gotta consider that food.
I can use a dental dam.
You bit some saran wrap dam.
Dental dam. That's what dental dam.
He won't burn in your mouth, not mine. Okay.
I ain't burn in my mouth because I'm just
gonna fucking die. I was okay with my death a long time ago.
Not burying me. So you just going to throw you over the boat. That's it. You ain't making it to America.
I got more life ahead of me. I don't want to die.
Who rich? Who got more money?
Ooh, that's a good question. Who got more money?
Right now.
But Flav got royalty money.
I think Flav might hit. I think he might hit more.
I ain't heard of.
We got a lot of kids though.
I mean, he was really big, like winning it, like the 80s and stuff like that.
And he was on Flavor of Love. He's like the first, but that's over with. Don't finish.
But he probably still get royalties from that shit too.
I don't never hear a song from him from. Who's playing?
I don't hear his music either. Well, they're not gonna be playing his music because him and NWA was like making the same type of music. You know what I mean?
I just had to use a dental dam.
What was their group name?
I think I choose Public Enemy, wasn't it? I choose Flavor Flav. Trick looks dirty.
He looked like he missed.
What was his rap group called?
Oh, he okay. Yeah, Trick does have the chicken money, but I thought something happened to his restaurant. No.
What the fuck is chicken money?
One gold clock, not one. Where the rest of them? He ain't no money. Oh, I thought he would have some royalties though. Oh, Flavor Flav is the chicken king. I was unaware because Trick Daddy does have a restaurant though.
Let's look up his net worth, and then we'll decide the answer to that.
All right, so we want to do the tiebreaker. We need to find out who has the most money. Listen,
even if Trick has the most money, I'm not doing it.
I don't even know how we got into this subject. We always go down some God forbidden hallway to fucking shenanigans and debauchery.
That's okay.
And heathenism.
That's what y'all here for. Y'all want this debauchery. Y'all want this heathenism. Y'all want it.
I feel like everybody has a price to eat ass. I'm sorry. Everybody has a price.
His net worth is net worth. His net worth is $2 million.
Flavor Flav, that's it?
Yeah.
I'm not eating ass for $2 million.
It's $2 million more than what I got. Shit.
I know, but like,
if I can't be a gold digger at any point in time, it's gonna be when you offering me money to eat your ass. Like I feel like that's fair. All right, what about Trick Baby?
He sucking flavors. She only worth $150,000.
Are you serious? That nigga broke his shit. Are you serious?
Yeah, Curtis, you do have a lot of kids. That's what I was saying. All that child support.
I mean, I would prefer not neither one of them, but I mean, Flavors got more money, I guess.
Oh well, that's all their problem. So let's move on to something else that disgusted me. Okay, and I talked about this on our Instagram and our Facebook. What the fuck Wednesday. So I come across this post, and this man that calls himself Daniel Ropewear.
Yeah, his name is
I don't know what his real name is. That's what he keeps calling himself, Daniel Ropewear, which is the dumbest shit in the world. He is a so-called fashion designer, and he has come out with a line of neckties.
Daniel Engobene.
What?
He's an African Engobene.
That's even more disgusting.
His name?
The fact that he's African and selling fucking rope neckties that look like a noose. I'm trying to figure out, and y'all know we got a problem with calling people crackheads. I'm trying to figure out what kind of. It's got to be a special this is 1985 fresh crack, okay? That he had been smoking when he sat down and he was like,
some crack. He said,
this is that Nino Brown crack, okay? That shit that fucking Chris Rock was smoking in the fucking abandoned building, okay? When he was in his white drawers, his tidy white, all right, with the shakes, all right.
He apologized, but he had said the reasons for making designing that necktie. He said that he wanted to change the meaning, the perception of the object. He said that bad things come out of it, but also good things. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, it's a tool.
It's the bullshit for me. Because it's like how people say, oh, I'm trying to reclaim the word nigga and all this stuff like that. So you're trying to reclaim the news. After we all know the history that African Americans have in this country with being hung and being lynched, you know, and then we also have people who have family members that have died, you know, at the hands of suicide, that have hung themselves. And this is even children. So that's triggering as well. And your dumbass thinks that you want to make money because you're not trying to reclaim anything. You're doing it for shock value.
That's exactly
so that you could get some kind of notoriety real quick. You can go viral real quick and try to use that to parlay into whatever it is that you really want to do. But my thing is this. It is unacceptable for you to try to become famous and to make money off of the deaths, the murders, the lynching of your ancestors. You're fucking trifling. You're disgusting. Somebody needs to pick one of them fucking rope ties and put that shit around your neck. Okay? Because that makes absolutely no fucking sense to me at all. And on top of that, you have no friends. You have no family. Either that or you're fucking toned up. You don't listen to anyone around you. You're a business person. They don't even care. They don't care because they just want their money. All of y'all are disgusting. Something is fucking wrong with you. And I hate raccoons like you. I hate raccoons like that make money off of the suffering of their people. Like,
because that's what he did it for.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Change the meaning of the rope. Like, wait, it's a fucking rope. What you mean change the meaning of it? Like, yeah, you use it to hang stuff on there, but you can also hang it on stuff. Like, niggas. Like, what? Like, it's a fucking rope. And then it's a fucking rope. Change the meaning of a fucking rope. And then it would have been different. It had been like, you know, like a sailor's knot. No, nigga, you made it look like a fucking noose. You made it look like a fucking noose. Change the meaning of a noose. Good things come out of nooses. What? What come out? What did they come out of nooses? What did they? And good things come out. You know, I'm changing the meaning of.
But my thing is reclaim it for what?
Reclaim what?
Nobody wants it. Nobody's like, oh, I wish we had a fucking,
you know,
like it's those things.
Like it's being in select states or some shit. We don't sell ropes here, child. That's contraband. Fucking contraband. Like what the dumb shit? The dumb shit. Trying to take it back, like it's a swastika or like the word nigga or something. I'm taking it back. From who? From who?
Nobody owns the news. Like, what are you talking about? It's just
He did it. He did it for shock value. People
I swear to God, but I see not one person wearing that shit.
Please, I don't want to see no models
Wearing that shit for the fucking runway. I don't want to see people.
If I see anybody wearing one, please know y'all better contribute to my bail money because I'm smacking the shit out of somebody. I'm letting you know right now, okay? That and I see these different men modeling. Like he did a lot of modeling himself, but he had a few raccoons that was down with it and decided to model with it. And I'm just like, of all the things that you could have done, I'm sad. It makes me sad when our Black people do dumb shit like that. It really, really does. And then we get up in arms and we want to be outraged when white people, disrespect us and their races towards us, and they beat us down with the fucking same stereotypes that we turn inwards on our own selves. You come and you see some shit like this. It's just like, ooh. Yeah, that one got me right there. That definitely irritated.
I was just like, how about I'm taking it back? Nigga, what you think? You making a statement? You not. They do shit like that for shock value. Because shock value is what gets people going. It's what's viral.
I mean, anybody. So people do anything to go viral.
Yeah.
Any and everything. They sell their soul. They sell their mama.
That's exactly right.
Just like they had that viral TikTok going around where the men are like peeing on the women.
What?
And you didn't see it's a challenge. Like you just get in the shower with your woman and then you just pee on her. I guess to see her reaction. And then they had the other one going around with the people for the scholarship, so they get their mom or their grandma, to go on, and they like
was peeing on me.
People on TikTok.
That's what
they had the other one going around where they had the I'm grandma or mom, I'm trying to get a scholarship.
Oh yeah, no, that shit was funny. I'm sorry, that shit was funny. She was like, yes, my grandma had a prostitute. And she was like, prostitute? She was like, yeah, she had a prostitute. She had to put up her money. And she was like, yeah, I had to stand on the corner. I'm not saying that.
But that's how you know it was parents from a different era. Yeah, because it ain't no fucking way in the world I could have ever put my grandma on no fucking TikTok and it was like, yeah, my grandma was a prostitute. I seen my granddaddy smack her in the head with a frying pan. She was the fastest woman on the hill. Yes. Ain't no fucking way in the world. My grandma would have beat the shit out of me. That would have been a viral video. Me getting my ass whooped by my grandma.
My grandma was chill. She funny. She probably would have went along with the joke, along with the lie, just to make you not. Yeah, just to make you not seem like I'm a liar. Like, young, I was strolling those streets, but then she be like, Tony. Right, but we gonna get that money.
Because then the pastor be like, so
I had heard
Estelle,
the TikTok.
Estelle, you used to be a prostitute. And talking about show me why they used to call you Jawbone. Ain't no fucking way in the world.
Not Jawbone.
Ain't no way in the world. All right, so we got him trying to go viral, and then we have the people that always want to be viral. I don't know. You want to talk about your girlfriend yet?
Oh, that's my girlfriend. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay. So, if y'all didn't know, Tiffany Company came out with an ad.
She should go back to the PN.
You want to go back to the PN?
So, their campaign About Love, it features Jay-Z and Beyonce, and in the back we have Jean Basquiat. I keep pronouncing his name right. Did I say his name right?
Sounds good to me.
No, I'm not saying his name. Basquiat. How you say it? Basquiat. I keep pronouncing it. I don't know. I'll be times I get corrected. Anyway, it features a Basquiat painting in the back, a never before seen one, and a blood diamond. Well, it's the Tiffany yellow diamond. It's a blood diamond. That's a fact. There's no allegedly for that. That's a fact, okay? If you don't know what a blood diamond is, a blood diamond is a diamond or a gem acquired during wartime. And they sell these gems to pay for weapons and everything that they need.
I think it dates back to what, 1877?
Yeah, they found it, like, they didn't find it. No, they got it. Yeah, in 1878, I believe.
I think it was 77.
I think it was 1878. This don't make I was one of them child. Anyway, so Tiffany Company thought that this would be a good advertisement, you know, for them showing black love and are you thinking that? Another black person. Yeah, I never before seen painting by a famous black artist. And Beyonce is the first black woman to wear the diamond. She is the fourth woman to wear the diamond.
I'm sorry.
But so we're gonna break this down because it's a lot to talk about. Okay.
I'll fuck y'all. I got ready. I've been waiting for y'all. I stay straight with Ray. Y'all come if y'all want to. Okay. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So the main problem that everybody has is it's a big contradiction. A big contradiction. We got the Basquiat painting in the back. If you know who this painter is, you know that a lot of his views is very anti-capitalism, okay? And Jay-Z and Beyonce just so happen to be capitalists, billionaires. And the problem comes in to not just that, but also the blood diamond. What are y'all trying to like sell? And who are y'all selling it to? And why are y'all lying to us? And that's the big topic of the whole situation.
Playing in our face.
Playing in our faces. Playing in our faces. Because if you, I just feel like if you really care to be the first black woman to do anything, what I would not do is wear a diamond where like black children and black women or black men have died to pin on my fucking neck. Mm-hmm. Just to take a picture of it. It's contradicting. It really is.
She's supposed to be so pro-black.
And you're supposed to
right now. She's pro-black.
Allegedly. That's what I'm here for the Beyonce segment to say allegedly to every fucking day they say. Listen, they are capitalists, okay? You know, people go up for them and they want to talk about how much money they give to whatever United Negro, this, that, and the other thing. They have to give. They have more than enough to give. Once you hit a certain amount of money, you don't need anything else. You have excess. And the crazy part is that I don't need you to give to a fund, a college fund or this and other. You got homeless people. You got kids that are hungry. You know what I'm saying? You're living with excess. Yes, you should. You should be giving that away and so much more. Mm-hmm. So much more. There is no fucking way in the world that they should have approached you about wearing this diamond and that sound like a good idea to you. But based on the fact that they're supposed to be given a certain amount of money to some type of black institution.
They play to the masses and the masses eat it up because the majority of us, the majority of us, we're stupid, we're materialistic. We look at these celebrities, these idols, and we see the money they got, the cars they got, we be like, we want them. But you don't know what they had to do to get all that. And in order to become a billionaire, you have to do underhand stuff. You have to do that. You cannot acquire that much money without doing disgusting things in your life. Whether it be, like, what is that word I'm looking for? It begins with an E. It means extortion. Extortion. That's why I'll never remember my words. And that's from extortion, extorting other people and everything, She come
from the school of Matthew Knowles. Matthew Knowles is notorious for doing underhanded deals. He shitted on whoever he had to shit on to make sure that his daughter became a star. She maintains that same. Now, she may have distanced herself from her dad, just because of the whole side baby shit. But trust and believe, she is definitely her father and her mother's child. Mm-hmm. She is not everything. Beyonce steals every fucking thing. And I know a lot of y'all will probably be like, well, it's their money. They made it. They get to do whatever they want with it.
That has nothing to do with the shit.
Y'all have to understand.
You want to act pro-black, but then do anti-black.
Exactly. So you want to act pro-black and do anti-black shit. That's the thing. And another thing is these celebrities that y'all keep, like praising and everything, these people come from the same hoods that we come from. And they get to these nice neighborhoods and they don't never look back at those fucking hoods. They don't give a fuck that you bought their CD when their name wasn't known. They don't give a fuck about that.
Capitalism will not save our people.
Capitalism enslaved our people for 400 years and then kept it going until now.
Exactly. And so you think that if you acquire this certain amount of money, that you are insulated from the racism and whatever else that is going to be reaped upon us? Because, don't let me go into my tangent about the war that is coming, just the race war. But it's not going to insulate you, like to a certain extent, but you're not exempt. If we give people what they really want, they'll snatch that fucking diamond off your fucking bag and throw your ass in the house and say, go make my fucking yams, and I'll see you in the bungalow tonight.
Just because they're black does not. Yes.
Yams down war.
Listen, just because they're black does not exempt them from being elitist and capitalists. Yeah. They're still in the same league with these white people that we don't like, the rich white people that we don't like. They joined that club. They just getting tax write-offs. Okay, they just got a cue. To them.
Giving away, doing charity and shit. They do all that shit for tax write-offs. That's all it goes all together.
Tax write-offs.
So
just because they doing something good, they doing it.
Which is funny to me because people hate Oprah so much, but they love the Carters, and I'm just like,
and that's different. That pisses me off so much. Like they will be like, Oprah did this to black people, Oprah did that to black people. The school in Africa, but y'all favorites do the same shit.
And I don't like
y'all favorites joined the same club that Oprah joined. She invited them, and they took that invite. Like, and it pisses me off. Oprah and Gail. Oprah, Gail, Jay-Z, who else?
Here idolizing the bitch that been wearing the same number 27 fucking lace front for I don't even know how many fucking years, okay? The same number, because she don't even fucking know what her real hair color is any goddamn more. That don't even make no goddamn sense to me. She got all that money and she can't change her hairstyle. What's wrong? I don't get it. I don't understand.
She trying to see what that shit was grows on her scalp.
Like I don't dislike them. I dislike the things that these celebrities do. That's what I dislike. You know,
and also it's hard for me to really like Beyonce because she's not really genuine. Nothing she does seems genuine. It's weird. It's like it looks like somebody told her to do it, or give her a script or something like that. Like she's
stolen.
Yeah, it's stolen. It's fake. So
her music is stolen. The ideas for her videos are stolen. Yeah. She stole from her own fucking sister.
And she fucking that last video where she like in Africa doing some shit. Wait, did you see the last one where she's in like Egypt and putting her baby in the pond like she like no?
I don't watch
her.
Somebody is fucking Melly. Did I watch Black is King? Fuck that bitch. I ain't put no money in her pocket. I ain't watching none of her stuff. You don't ask me. It ain't finna happen. Never, not no ever.
Who in the Bible did it? It's Moses, right? Mm-hmm. He put Moses' mother. The mother that
you asking the witches about God? That's what
I'm saying. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. But that's who she is.
Ask me how to put somebody in the freezer. Don't ask me all that.
I said this bitch is talking about she the one that put Moses down the river. Like the shit she do is ridiculous to me. Like you're playing.
It's for publicity. It's for publicity. I mean,
her fans love it. They think everything she do is like
all these celebrities are playing. In my
opinion. Yeah. 100%.
We spent some more time on her. What's next?
You said you done with it?
I'm done with it.
I feel bad because I did like Jay-Z at one point in time, and I just feel like she's a succubus, and that's a shame because I like a good succubus, but she destroyed that man. Okay,
he destroyed. He's just as greedy as she is. Are you kidding me?
But I feel like he's like a show. He's not the. He don't seem like the same person.
He's like a show.
They the same.
He's in her shadow.
They the same.
They are one now. Listen, now I knew that after he had cheated on her and she made him take them butt naked ass pictures.
She made him take butt naked pictures.
Oh, you never saw that? When we're done, I have to show you. They did a whole photo shoot. You remember? And I'm like, ain't nobody asked to see Jay-Z butt naked wrapped around Beyonce. Like, that was some old nigga. If I take you back, you gotta do any. So these bitches that we gonna make an album together. We gotta make a tour together, and you gonna take these booty butthole. And she probably pegged that nigga too. That was on her list of demands.
It seems like she's the dog. She's like a dog, like you said, on all fours, right there. Bend over.
And you gonna grow your hair out.
Yep. Don't even touch it.
I'll make sure don't nobody look at you, even a hint of looking at you, except for when you pull out your black card. Oh, all right. You're right. We have talked about Beyonce enough. Let's slide on over and talk about Texas. Now, I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but you know, The Handmaid's Tale. Like, this ain't new. I feel like we had talked about, even if we didn't talk about it on the show, I feel like we've talked about this a few different times just amongst ourselves. You know, they are so, down south specifically is really, really trying to make The Handmaid's Tale come to life. So they just passed this heartbeat bill, or I think it's being blocked right now, but they're very much pushing it and trying to make it go through where, you know, once we can detect the heartbeat, and that could be as early as 6 weeks, you cannot get an abortion. This is not new. They've been trying to sneak this shit in, not just Texas, but other southern states have been trying to control our reproductive rights and ban abortions, you know, and put us back in the coat hanger age all over again. And I don't understand who is letting this happen. Like, are y'all not paying attention? Do y'all think that The Handmaid's Tale can't happen? It very much can happen. And just like they're trying to reinstitute, you know, all the racist institutions and laws, they're doing the same thing to women and trying to take away our rights and strip our rights and have us back, you know, barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, popping out babies, subjugated to a man, living on his paycheck. Like,
and this goes.
They don't make enough to take care of.
And I believe this law applies to like women who've been raped or incest too.
Yeah,
like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
That's.
You know what?
This will go back to.
I got a lot of theories on like why I think they like really pushing this thing. I have a whole lot. Well, one of them is because, you know, like I think the year before last, they was talking about how, you know, the white population is going down and everything. That's when Alabama and everything started like really doing those abortion laws and stuff.
So they won't watch it.
That I said it was like a little theory, whatever. Now I don't know if that's what. And another thing, you know, DHS. I truly believe DHS is very heavy when it comes to human trafficking. And there's nothing nothing you can convince me otherwise. Because how do you lose 45,000 children? Where the fuck did they go? And I've been seeing, and lately I've been seeing a lot of videos of people who've been in foster care talking about, you know, sex trafficking and stuff. And foster care.
It makes sense.
You know what I mean? And
you're in a child business. So.
You're forcing women to have babies, not just women who don't want to have babies, but women who've been sexually assaulted. You know what I mean? That's who you're forcing to have babies. And these women don't want to have those fucking babies. So where are those babies going to go? They're going to stay in the house, or they're going to go to foster care?
Well, it's a cause and react thing, right? Because I used to this place that I used to work at. We used to be responsible for picking up children with behavioral issues, and in particular, one of the children that was on there, you know, she was born to a mother that was molested and raped by her grandfather. So the child that she had was a result of incest, and she was abusive to the little girl because she's a constant reminder of what happened to her. You get what I'm saying? So now this little girl has been emotionally and physically abused, and now she's in the system, and it's just an ongoing trauma cycle over and over and over again.
Mhm.
And when these pro-life people speak so passionately about life, you only care about forcing this woman to give birth to the child, but you don't care about her mental health, her emotional health. You don't care about the child's mental or emotional health. You don't care about whether she's financially able to take care of this child. You don't go any further than that. And you don't believe in any of the support systems that need to be in place to properly help them take care of the child and for themselves.
And that's the most funniest thing, that like this whole like law, because it's not unrealistic. It's not unheard of that women don't like their kids. Mm-hmm. There's so many mothers out there. There's horrible mothers out there. That is a solid fact. That's not like up in the air. That's not a maybe. No. That's not, maybe one or two women in Texas are going to be mean to their kids. No, we're talking about hundreds of women. Texas is a big ass fucking state, and postpartum depression is real. Okay, mm-hmm. It's very real. And you're about to tell a group of women that they have to have a fucking baby, whether it be rape, incest, or whether they just don't fucking want it. These are people with minds of their own. People can be evil. People can be evil.
I know.
And y'all think that abortion is much worse than the shit that these kids go to? Have y'all looked at Gabriel Hernandez? Trials of Gabriel Hernandez? His own fucking, that's the saddest shit. His fucking mother did that to him. His mother did that to him. That's one mother in Texas. All right, now times that bitch by like what, 20? Times that bitch by 100? Texas is a big ass state. You probably got a million of those fucking mothers in there, and you're gonna force them to have kids.
So what's going to happen is that you're going to have people migrating from Texas to other states.
They already started,
right? Just to be able to have an abortion, and then then that becomes a burden on the state that they're coming to. People are going to be, you're going to have deaths. You're going to have people dying from trying to do the back alley abortions. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have people with their little side clinics that are just not going to be as clean.
Yeah, that's crazy to think of.
What about the men?
Mm-hmm.
What about them?
What you mean, what about them?
What they gonna do?
Men murder women who are pregnant. They murder women who are pregnant, okay? Especially if they don't want their fucking kid. Especially if they don't want their fucking kid. So now you got a dead woman and a dead baby. So double up. If you can't kill the baby, but let that nigga kill you and the baby, that's fine.
I know that there are people out there that don't believe in voting, and if it doesn't, play a role, it's not effective. But how can you complain? How can you complain after the fact when you didn't, try to do something? Like, I am of the opinion that all this shit needs to be burned.
I was about to say, I'm just ready to burn shit down.
I am very much of the opinion to just burn the shit all the way. That's the only way to truly fix it. You know what I mean? Burn it all the fuck down, and then we're going to have to start all over again. But a lot of people don't believe in anarchy. A lot of people judge me for saying things like that. I'm violent, I'm oppressive, Boy, how else are you going to fix something? The system is built on sexism, racism, classism. So if it's all built on fucking bullshit, the fish right from the head, you got to take it all down and start all over again at this point. But that's a subject for another. I don't want to get canceled before that.
And before y'all get scared, really look up, really research what anarchy and socialism really is. Because in this government, in this country, it's really painted as a negative view, and that's not what it is. Go research it and really find out what that entails.
Look, Beyonce, get your shit together. Leave a backpack by your bedside.
Oh yeah, they go look that up. Go look that up. They lost at least 45,000 kids a couple years ago. I think it was when President Trump was in office, but it started when President Obama was in office, and and the reports came out like immigrant children, everything. Mm-hmm. But they're not the only children going missing though.
Oh no, I mean, listen, if we really pull the lid off of this child sex trafficking in general, I'm not even prepared to go down that rabbit hole.
But I promise you, I swear to God, it's nothing you convince me to tell me that foster parents or like people in DHS and CPS, it's nothing you can convince me that a lot of people in there ain't involved in it, because the way they snatch these kids up with no regard of like, these kids would be perfectly fine and they will snatch them right out their house. If they know that the parents can't get them back, they don't give a fuck.
Meanwhile, the kids that need to be removed from the home, they leave them there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. So we're going to move on to our last topic for the evening. I don't know if anyone has seen this, but there's a little bit of a debate going around. There's a couple that had a wedding, and you get married, you have to pay per head at the reception, right? You ask everyone to RSVP, and it gets very pricey depending on how many people you're inviting to the wedding and how big and fancy your reception is. It could be $35 a head, $50 a head, $100 a head. Either way, you send out your cards and you request for your guests to RSVP. Okay, I think they had about 25, 30 people that just did not show up, and they decided to send them invoices. Y'all didn't show the fuck up. We still had to pay for you. I'm gonna need you to pay this bill.
As they should. I ain't paying for shit. You can say what you want. I'm fucking paying.
I'm coming to your house.
And you gonna walk out of here with nothing.
I'm looking for
Listen, now I see both sides. As somebody who has planned a wedding, it is very frustrating. It is very, 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 very costly. And wait, let me see, Devin. You said I would never invite you again. Not at you, Devin.
She be calling me a bitch and done. I'm sorry. That ain't you. I'm just saying. Not you. You're not a bitch in particular. No, but bitches in general. In general.
But I'm saying, it's costly. All I'm saying is, if you are best VP, that you are coming, you chose your chicken or your fish.
Let me tell you something.
And then you just don't call and say, hey, I can't. You just don't come.
No, because
my intention was to come and I couldn't make it.
It's one thing. You have to have a good excuse.
You didn't say nothing.
I need a good excuse on why you ain't coming to my wedding.
And I could not attend.
I'm coming to whip your ass. I'm coming straight.
My car broke down at that day, and
that's fine.
So that's call.
I'm gonna call that day.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You still gotta pay for that shit regardless.
But I wouldn't charge you if that was it.
If you tell me that you can't make it, that's one thing.
Listen,
but to just ghost me and not say shit.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I mean, it's rude, but
weddings to me, weddings are important. Here, stop screaming. It's right here.
I'm cracking up. She said mental note. No talking at the barbecue.
But no, listen.
Why didn't be late? If anything,
weddings to me are very important.
Said I never talk to him again. Don't play with my money.
Period.
Okay.
I'm behind. Listen, weddings are important. I feel like the only people who should be at weddings are the people who support the relationship. But when people know that you're getting married, when they see that engagement ring, what's the first thing they want to do? I want to come to the wedding. You better invite me. I want to be there front row, this, that. And then you invite them, and then the motherfuckers don't come. You better have a good excuse on why you ain't coming to my fucking wedding. A good excuse. You got your car broke down. That's a legit excuse. You had an emergency with your kid. That's a good excuse. You sick? That's a good excuse. But you waking up and be like, nah. No.
Bitch, I'm
whipping your ass. I'm coming to your house, and if my play costs $50, you get a $50 ass whipping.
How much was that invoice?
I forget how much it was for. I do, but it was a substantial amount of money because it was based off of how many people actually didn't show up cumulative. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't that just one person. It wasn't just one person. They had a substantial amount of people, and then they still had to. That's crazy.
And I'm already paying a lot of money to facilitate for like the venue.
Listen, the food. I don't feel bad that 57 people ain't come or whatever. but I'm not paying. They said I'm gonna recoup some of this. Listen, that'd be nice if they did. I feel like not one of them motherfuckers that ain't come pay.
I feel like that just needs to be something regular.
It's fucked up.
I feel like it needs to be something regular, like a tradition. So to keep the rest of y'all motherfuckers who don't want to go to the wedding.
That's why you don't invite so many people. Like, you invite the people.
Beyonce, you ain't gotta come. But call, say something. Why you RSVP?
But she said she'll send the most expensive gift though. That's okay.
I like Tiffany's.
I'm blood diamond. I wanted Beyonce with me.
I'm getting married tomorrow.
Can you make it?
Me and Tony.
Can you make it?
What else do you like? You like white?
I take a good couple pictures.
We cute. Look at us. We be
a young, beautiful black couple.
Yes.
We be scissor kicking, y'all. We be cutting up, y'all. Cutting up.
Bang. Well, she smells good too. Like cinnamon rolls.
Wait till I lift my arm.
You smell it now? It's still good.
No, it died.
I smelled it. It was not. That's how you know I love her. That's how you know I love her. I ain't gonna never play her out for y'all. This is my boo. She talk about
So I'm hot, yo. I'm hot. All right. And I waved my underarms so I couldn't put no deodorant on for 24 hours.
It smells good. I don't know what y'all talking about. It's a must.
Ain't nobody do that.
It's like sex must. That's all. we so hot together. But I think it's rude. I think people need to be more considerate of people's time and people's money.
Just not show up. You know what I mean? But I'm saying if I did, I'm not paying. But I mean, don't invite me if you ain't important. I wouldn't RSVP either though.
You said don't invite me if you ain't important.
I mean, you're not important. If I'm not like a best friend, yeah, I wouldn't RSVP either though. I would probably forget that shit. I would forget to send that shit back on it. I probably wouldn't RSVP. But if I did not come, I would feel bad, but I'm not paying.
But that's why I'm not one of them people. If I see you having a party, I'm not just gonna be like, I'm coming. Yeah. You ain't invite me, no, because I don't ever I'm flaky.
Yeah, I'm not pressed.
Right? I be tired sometimes. I be like, I don't know.
I see, yes, juices and berries, okay? That's what it smells like when we make love. And Beyonce, that's fair. Social anxiety, you know, is a thing. I have it, believe it or not, I have social anxiety too. I have to like mentally prepare myself to be in spaces with people that I'm unfamiliar with, you know, because I'm big on people's energy. Yeah. And I don't like people, and I'll be very quiet until I get to know people, you know, or unless I got some liquor. That's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing.
Don't be chuckling too fucking hard. But so I get there. I do. My thing is call. Like if it really is a last minute thing and you couldn't, it was unavoidable and couldn't help it, at least give me the benefit and the respect to give me a phone call because you realized how it was going to affect me. And then some people, you know, there are cases that I've heard where people couldn't come and they did say, here's the $50 for my plate or the $100 for my plate, as the case may be. And that's why people get funny when we get down to weddings and we talk about plus ones and stuff like that. No, you can't bring your fucking girlfriend that you only been with for 2 months. I'm not paying $100 for that bitch, and she gonna be going tomorrow. Like, we're not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing. Like, if somebody invites you to a wedding, I need y'all to realize that weddings are important. That is the time for the couple. If you really flaky person, you really don't get down with that person, don't ask to go to their wedding. Don't ask to.
Don't ask me to invite you nowhere.
Yeah, don't ask to be a part of their sacred time. Yeah, that's an important time. If you're not gonna take that shit serious, don't do that to those people.
I will say this. I don't like people. So if and when I ever get married, if I invite you to my wedding, that means that I think something of you, that I feel like you are significant enough that I would want you to be there at this important time of my life. If you do something to betray that, we got a fucking problem. I might show up at your house in my wedding dress. I just might. I might be like, baby, I'll be right back. I'm about to go smack this bitch real quick. Bitch, where my money? I just need my money and then I'm gonna leave and leave you in peace and I'm never coming back again. But that also is insulting because I thought enough of you to invite you and you disrespected me and did not think enough of me to give me a fucking phone call or heads up or something or RSVP and didn't even take it serious. Let's see. I declined to be in my friend's wedding and I didn't go, but I'm not proud of it. I did chip in to pay for it though and still send a good gift. And that's fine. Like
that's being a good friend.
Yeah, if she has that understanding, like that you have social anxiety and things like that, then what you did was you offered something else that was just as meaningful. You did what you could. You didn't just be like, I don't know, bitch. I can't do it.
But that's what support is. That's what real support looks like.
Right. Exactly. So be good people. You know. That's all anybody is requiring. Was their invoice a little extreme? I mean, no. Who really is expecting anybody to pay that? No,
That's probably just like a.
It was just
fuck you. You know what I'm saying? This is smart. This is what you. You know what I'm saying? Like to be.
Petty.
Right, petty. That was to be petty. People ain't
and me, I ain't doing it. I'm just cussing you out. Right. I don't have time. I'm not drawing up no documents and stuff like that. It's a phone call and a cuss out do the same thing. You know what I mean? And we can either still be cool after that or not. I don't know. There's levels to this because depending on how close we are. If you like a coworker, I'll let that shit go. But if it's one of these hoes and they don't show up to my wedding, we got a fucking problem. Okay.
Listen, I'm about to try to figure out my breakfast. Like, no,
I'll be there. I might be late, but I'll be there.
You would be late.
I wouldn't be late for your wedding.
No. I'll be walking down the aisle. Here comes this bitch.
I'm here.
Look, you see her kicking her head through the door like.
I made it.
Usher finger. And I'm like, all you want to hear me say, I know you fucking lying. That present better be good, bitch.
I'll be there. Should I take you?
I know. I'm happily stuck with you. Don't get in the way of me and my Buddha.
You ain't paying no attention. I'm like,
she turned into a typical nigga. She's drinking beer. I'm trying to love on her. She's sitting over here drinking a beer and shit, ignoring my love, smelling musty. It done went sour already. God damn. That's why I'm still with you. I'm gonna talk shit about you. We make up later. All right. This has been another episode of Unicorn Straight No Chaser podcast. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. It's a lot different from the format that we normally do. I mean, we had a lot of things to discuss. So instead of trying to squish it all in with our other typical segments, shoot the shit about the bullshit that all these fucking so-called celebrities are running around here doing. You know what I mean? I think y'all seem like y'all enjoy it. We'll be drinking Golden Monkeys. So we not basic bitches over here. I enjoy
I'm a little bit basic.
The whole bottle
is going. Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't the only one that drank it, but I drank the rest.
No, she wasn't on. I had like this much. This much, okay? But yeah, we're drinking Golden Monkeys. Like we like to drink beer sometimes, me and Tony, but it's an IPA, and this shit is hella fucking strong. So if you enjoy a good IPA beer, there, that's
what is IPA?
That's the upper crust of beer.
Maybe we could get sponsored.
The upper Golden Monkey.
Maybe I could
pinky up, bitch. Wait, we gotta. Yeah, but it's very strong. It's stronger than like a real good red wine.
A good flavor to it.
It does. It really, really does. So y'all might want to try that out. Y'all don't know when y'all get fucked up. I'm telling you, it's strong. So I'm warning you right now. When you get fucked up, don't blame me. Make sure you're not doing nothing. You ain't got to pick your kids up. You ain't got to drive or anything like. Well, I'm not supporting nobody in their foolishness and their fuckery. I'm letting you know right now. Sit down somewhere. Drink it. Sit down somewhere. But as usual, Thank you so much for joining us for Educational Laugh and a Heavy Pour. Y'all know where y'all can watch the replay on on Facebook and YouTube. So we're getting some things together in the background for you, so we can come back new and improved with more shenanigans and debauchery, and grabbing ass cheeks, as I like to do.
You saw when Tequila ass hit me big.
Y'all can check that on the clip. Y'all can check that out on the clip. Okay. Yeah.
I saw the tremor in the ground.
Are you cheating on me, bitch?
Huh? You said they saw me smacking.
Are you cheating on me? No, we gotta do this together. You can't be
with holding
you
it up.
can't be with her.
You hold it up.
Okay, I'm just saying. Together. We are
a family.
What did you say? This is a community, okay?
We are a community. Yes, we are.
This is a community, all right? So, if y'all want to join us for more shenanigans, make sure y'all follow us on IG. Make sure y'all following us on our Facebook. Make sure you're following us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I have my own personal page, Follow Sovereign by Night, on IG and on Facebook. That's just me acting a fool. You know, I'm half naked in my photo shoots, acting a fool, talking shit. There's clips from all my podcasts. You want to check that out if you want to have a good laugh. And Tokyo.
You can find me on Instagram, TokyoT_, and also Facebook, TokyoT_.
My lovely wife.
What's up?
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Tony Baloney. You can find me on Instagram, _Tony Baloney, and on TikTok. I don't remember about TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
But it's most likely Tony Baloney.
But
I'm about to say, I be popping. I don't remember.
So y'all have a lovely evening. Make sure you follow, like I said. We about to go drink, have some fun. I would say make some babies, but you know, my penis don't work.
she got everybody.
Bye, y'all.
ED.